Saves Part 8 is finally out. In this video, you'll be experiencing some bugs that Melon Playground hasn't fixed yet. So enjoy the video. So first up, we got 100 mels, which is useless because you can't transfer it to the workshop. Next on the list is an airport, which you probably seen in the airplane crash vid. Let me give you a tour. This thing is from the workshop. Moving on, next is all syringes bonded into one syringe. Even immortality. This is the result. Buggy right. Next up is an asteroid. Next up is, hey, who invited bro in the party? Next is one of my childhood games, bowling. Next is my bro. Just my bro, a car-shaped asteroid. Next is a Jeep with orange wheels. It goes slower than the normal one. Next is cashier store, which isn't really breakable. Results. Next is a 5-story building, and it's breakable. Next is the forward to the past achievement. Let me show you a tutorial. So firstly, you need to move it to the left side of the map. Double-click it and press activate. Follow this code. If you enter incorrectly, you will get a red button. Press it and look up. You'll get a clock. Enter another code. Now if you do all correctly, a cutscene will appear. Then you'll get sent back to the lobby with a badge. Next save is a fridge. It has two sections. The large one is the fridge, and the smaller one is a freezer, though the fridge isn't really breakable. But the plug goes crazy. It goes crazy if you pull the fridge too far. Look at it. Next is galvanized square. This house was only 0 square meters, so Little Melon had to get galvanized square steel and borrow screws. Next is Genesis from Grace. He honestly doesn't look that bad. Next is the Giant Man. Let me show you what he has as extra. He has this thing that can open and close. Can someone he has a uvula. And he has a hat. Next is a grocery store that is not similar to cashiers. Another next is a half skeleton, which is very rare to see him standing. He also has a heart in his chest. This is a helicopter hat I use for my videos. Let's try it on a melon. The hat goes, but the propeller doesn't. I think it's considered as a bug. Next is a huge eye used for the Giant Man. The pupil can't move though. The whites of the eye is breakable, while the pupil isn't. Kilometers. It will increase if it's moving right, but will decrease if it's moving left. Next is a laptop, which is breakable. A melon with an axe on his head. And then next is meters, which increases when it ascends, but decreases. And these are all of them combined and useless. Next is an armchair with wheels. Now the armchair doesn't really have wheels, but I wish that they could add wheels to the armchair. Hopefully they will in update 29.0. This is just all syringes without immortality and is gonna cause literal chaos. Now, this is what happened after the chaos. Now, I don't need to introduce this one because you already seen it. An obstacle. A rainbow sword, which is transparent. Before, it was opaque, but it suddenly got transparented. Get it? Transparented. Next is a solar eclipse. I don't live in the USA though. Next is a speaker, which is playing music right now. You can literally hear it. I said you can. Next is a really fast spinning square clock, which slows down every second. You can see it slowing down. Next is a tank that I made. Before I introduce it, let me show you a slight bug. See it slightly moving? I'm not even dragging it, so fix your game melon sandbox. This tank can move fast. It has a door on the back that can open for passengers. It also has a strong shooter. Let me demonstrate. And then, this is what it looks like after. Yes, complete rubbish. Next is... Hey, that's my secret save! Next is a wheelchair designed for injured people. So that's why it's too slow. Next is a Dalgona circle I got from the workshop. Let's try to solve it. I solved it, y'all. Next is a floating eyebrow. A house which is breakable in the inside, but not the exterior. The Christmas version of me. Now we're gonna move on to the broken section, where they are broken, weird, or even bugged. First up is the April Fool's guy, who stares at you menacingly. Next is fans that are damaged or destroyed. They are severely damaged. Next is the giant guy after eating the giant gummy eyeball several times. Next is a house that is completely breakable. It's just so easy to break. Next is a roof fan. The reason why it's put into broken is because the rotator is broken. When I turn it on, it just doesn't work properly. Can Melon Playground add a rotator for these? Moving on to buildings, but there's only one save. And of course, it's an apartment with a secret. First up is a sample for the giant square fans. This is inspired by Unspeakable, that famous YouTube. Next are two sirens. Comment down siren names for these siren. And then these are the fans, before they got damaged. But the side version looks so weird. It's also breakable. Next are the TVs. The smaller ones are breakable, but the giant one is a chat. It just doesn't fall off. Alright, let's get back to the story. Now guess what, guys? I finally got this internet to work. Now previously in part 3, it didn't work, so I got so mad that I threw it. So hopefully it works this time. Oh, it didn't work. Next up is a phone charger, which is useless because phones don't need charging in Melon Sandbox. They just stay alive with no problem at all. Next is a roof fan. It's both in broken and electrical. The reason why it's in electrical is because it's electric powered. And then lastly is the airplane, which is breakable. Even though there's metal on it, it's still breakable. Now we're gonna move on to part 8.3. Air cooler. So when the water pumps water on top of the air cooler, you're supposed to put ice on top of it. The cold water will then travel to the evaporator. The evaporator, of course, evaporates water by sucking in hot air. The fan, which delivers the cold air to the room, will make the room a little colder. Then the remaining water will be sent back to its start, and the cycle continues. A giant version of Coca-Cola, 1,388 liters. Always shake before we open. Now we can open.
Coca-Cola espuma.
Now next is a frozen melon. I know it's not liquid and it's solid, but it melts. Next, flavors of C2. There's yellow, red, and then green. But there's more than just 3 flavors. And those flavors are coming in Part 9. Don't worry, Part 9 won't be that long to wait. Now I'm gonna explain Part 8.5. Part 8.5 is where we show recommendations of saves. And those who are in will be given a shout out. So thank you for all who have recommended. Enjoy! So first up is this guy. The first thing he recommended is a custom map. And to be honest with you, this is a custom map. It's kind of similar to the spinner map. The second thing he recommended is a torture machine. I call it the meat grinder. And we're gonna do a challenge to the NPCs. Who can leave the most body parts? Go! Now the last thing he requested is monsters. These are monsters, and they are trapped in a tiny room where there is no escape. These are durable 3-layer doors, and these alarms are connected to each other. So if one activates, the other one does as well. And if you don't be stealthy, then these alarms will activate. If the alarms activate, the doors will open. And if the doors open, they destroy you. Our next dude is this guy. The first thing he recommended is a house with an automatic door. It has a fingerprint recognition, so if it's a member of the house, and if it's a member, it opens. But if it's someone that the owner doesn't know, they get burnt violently. Now the second thing he recommended is a torture machine box with rocket engines and propellers. Allow Melon to demonstrate. That's how strong it is. And lastly is an umbrella, but the spike can shoot. Thank you guys for watching. It took 3 days to edit this. And I hope you enjoyed it. But I promise Part 9 won't take 6 months. I promise, okay? Now this part is coming to an end.